Welcome back to our channels, Warriors. We are still growing. If you haven't had that coworker that doesn't have a filter and is always telling the boss how it is, smash that subscribe button. Go ahead and smash it right now. First and foremost, let me give a shout out to The Jabs and Andrew for blessing me on yesterday's live. I did not do an episode yesterday as normal. I did jump on a live in the morning time. So hit the live tab. You'll check it out right there. I don't skip a beat. Now, on to the Patreons. Alejandro, Trailero 760, El Skid, Nathan, Hobie Cat, Mika Boy, Lead With Love, Charles, Albert 12, Soulstar LA, AI Vega, Esquiel, Miguel, Big Bad 48, JT, Jack, Linda, Michigan Wolverines, Marius, Chavel 66, Gigi, Abuelita's Journey, and Daus Herrero. If you have not already signed up for that Patreon, I'm going to do a weekly Zoom call Q&A to answer all your guys' questions starting tonight. Make sure you hit that link in the description below. You are definitely missing out. This episode right here, man, I'm going to talk about the weather. The weather? God damn it, Hector. What do you mean the weather? If there's anybody that can make the weather interesting, it's your boy Hector. So here we go. The whole damn topic is going to be about desert prisons. Not high desert. Whatever you call that, Sierra Nevada mountains. I'm talking about Southern California, middle of bumfuck nowhere, Blythe, Imperial, Brawley, El Centro, Calipatria State Prison, Centinela State Prison, Ironwood State Prison, Chuckwalla Valley State Prison, rest in peace. Those prisons. Right on the border of Mexicali, Mexico. Eso. Alright, without further ado, I'm going to talk to you about the weather. Your boy grew up in the desert. Right? Well, okay, check this out. If you're from the Imperial Valley, the Valle Imperial, as some refer it to, everybody there refers to it as the Valley. Right? I know that there's other places like maybe Orange County. I know some places up there, right? They call it the Valley. Like Central Valley, they probably call it the Valley. But down south, if you're from the Valley, they call it the Valley. If you're not from the Valley, if you're from San Diego, they call it the desert. Period. So now I call it the desert because I've been living in San Diego for 16 years. So, you guys ever heard of Glamis? Glamis. It's the sand dunes. People go ride their off-roading vehicles and whatnot there. That's where Glamis is. If you guys want to Google it, it's fucking, I'm telling you. It gets hot. The hottest summer that I recall was 127 degrees in the summer. Like, I don't even think that was a record. Might have been a record. But that's how hot it gets. That's 127 degrees. Right? So I used to complain, oh, it's fucking hot here as a kid. Oh, man. Now, your average, I'm looking at the Weather Channel right now. This whole entire week, it says 111, 112, 113, 113, 112, 113. Yesterday, I think, was 114. My dad was telling me it hit 120 2 days ago. Oh, no. Oh, hell no. Do you guys know what that feels like? Let me know if you guys know what that feels like. I went to basic training in the Army in Fort Benning, Georgia. Have you guys ever been to Fort Benning, Georgia? The humidity, it's like 99% humidity. Oh, no. Oh, no. I got off the bus at like 11 o'clock at night in Fort Benning, and I was drenched. Like if I just got out of the shower. The shower. I was going to say sauna, but literally the shower. I'm like, what the... Boy has asthma and shit. What the hell is this, right? Humidity. I'm like, all right, this sucks. Well, I get stationed in Germany, Schweinfurt, Germany. Oh, no. It was negative 20 degrees when we landed. Oh, my goodness. I was a grunt. I was in the infantry. You know where the grunts sleep? They sleep on the ground. They sleep outdoors on the ground. In the mud, in the snow, in the rain, in the sand, everywhere. Dirt. Oh, no. Your boy is from Southern California. 18 years old, weighing a soaking wet 145 pounds. Pretty much skin and bones. Sleeping in the snow? Oh, it was so, it was so cold it hurt. It was so cold I wanted to throw up. It was so cold you couldn't even move. You couldn't even function, man. And then on top of that, we are running around doing live fire ranges, shooting real bullets in training. 2 o'clock in the morning, -10, and you're building up a sweat. You're wearing your gear, and then you stop and you take a knee and you pull security. You're freaking soaking wet from sweat. 2 in the morning, it's like -10, -15, taking a knee. You know what that causes? That causes hyperthermia, in case you guys didn't know. Oh, it was fucking miserable. I never got hypothermia, as long as that I know of. I almost got frostbite. Fingers be turning purple. They ain't supposed to be toes. They ain't supposed to be the color purple. Oh, man. So I complain about the cold. Oh, this sucks. I got to get out of here, man. This is not cool. It's for the birds. Well, God has a funny little way of showing me, okay, you want to complain about the hot, you want to complain about the cold, I got something for you. I go to Iraq. Oh, no. 145 degree weather. Hector bullshit doesn't get 145. 145 degree heat in the summer, and let's not even include the helmet, the vest, being in the back of an armored personnel carrier, being in the back of a Bradley, being in the back of a Humvee. No AC, zero AC. You are boiling the water bottles. We used to have Haji water bottles. They would just boil. They would just be hot. I mean, that's why I could drink hot Kirkland water now. Like whatever. Like it's refreshing to me. Like room temperature to me is a delicacy, royalty, for sure, all day long. All right, Hector. You complained about the fucking cold. You complained about the humidity. You complained about the 145 degrees. Yeah, I learned to shut my damn mouth. I don't be complaining about the weather anymore, right? At all. Well, I get out in 2006. I become a correctional officer for the California Department of Corrections. 2006. Centinela State Prison. Charlie Yard. Level 4. As a CO in California, we get these stab-resistant vests. Now, they have different kinds of vests. They have a combo vest, which stops bullets and knives, sharp objects. But the ones we wear are stab resistant. Some people do be having the combo vest, but stab resistant only. It is thick, man. It's like wearing cardboard. It gets 100. I already told you the weather this week in Centinela. 100 and I'm gonna tell you guys a war story real quick. Let me back it up to Iraq. 145 degrees. There was a Bradley that got blown up by an IED. You guys don't know what a Bradley is. When I get a little better at these video editing, I'm gonna be doing all kinds of stuff. Don't trip. You can see all these pictures and videos so you can see what I'm talking about. The Bradley drove over an IED and blew it up. Blew the tracks off, blew the wheels off. It's a big old heavy fucking vehicle and it like destroyed it. The way we came upon it was we were patrolling. That was normally our sector. Our area of patrol, our area of operation. For some reason, it kind of switched up. So that technically kind of should have been us. We would have been dead. Had we been in a Humvee, we would have been. Your boy wouldn't have been here right now. We're just doing a regular patrol, and we come up on a blown up Bradley. Like, what the hell? Like, it just a must happen. You know when you're driving down the freeway and you see an accident that just happened? Because there's no cops around. There's nothing around. It's just fucking people. The car's upside down or whatever. Like, the hell? Hey, get out. Like 126. 126 infantry. That's who we could tell it was because they had the Bradleys. And they had the call sign on the back. Well, there is an Iraqi laying down, prone position, zip tied from his fucking hands and zip tied from his feet, and he's crying, screaming, wailing because it's fucking hot outside. I already told you it'd be 145 degrees. So we're looking, we see some injured soldiers in the back of the Bradley. Right, all of a sudden our blood starts boiling. It's already boiling because it's hot. Now you see the rage. You see a Haji in fucking restraints. You see injured soldiers in the back of the Bradley. You start putting two and two together. We ask, what's up with this guy? Hey, we caught this dude. We caught him. He's the one that detonated the ID. They got a fucking, he had cash, American dollars cash in his glove compartment. Now, let me tell you about cash. And cash in prison or cash in war, that's something you don't see. So, there's special American cash, let alone. So, clearly somebody paid him off to blow up some Americans. So, all right, cool. So after using the guy like a fucking like a floor mat, right, like a rug, walking across. So hey, what's up, guys? Fucking hey, what's up? Back and forth. Oh, fuck me, man. Dude, my story is the bad guy was in the prone position in the hot floor, right? That was procedure. Put him on the hot floor. But put him on the floor. Look at the cops. They say, get down, get down. Get down on the floor, copper. Now, let's go to Centinela. We have the vest, right? Jumpsuit, transcon, thick jumpsuit. Oh, no, it gets so damn hot. Anybody can attest to this, whether you were blue, whether you were green, wore blue, inmate or a correctional peace officer, it gets fucking hot down there. Now, what used to trip me out is that the inmates would be out there mandatory, regardless of how friggin' hot it was. That was their rules, mandatory yard. And the reason they do that is for strength in numbers. Like, hey, you're going to yard. It's not even a question. Like, you'll get stabbed if you don't go to yard. You'll get stabbed if you don't follow their rules. So we'd be posted, man. We'd be posted up against the wall, Charlie Yard, over there by the gym. And it would be freaking hot, man. The temperature never dropped past 100 degrees in the summertime. Reason being is because there's like the heat pathology, heat trigger, where we have to do certain protocols as peace officers when the temperature reaches a certain degree. Now, I was a lieutenant, so I should know this, but trust me, I try to erase as much as possible from my memory. It was like, if the temperature gets 90 degrees outside, then the inmates that are outside have to come in to take heat medication. Some medications get affected by the heat. So they'll say, whatever, fucking, attention all radio monitoring units, the weather has reached 90 degrees, heat category 1, some shit like that. Like I said, I forgot it's in effect. Boom. The inmates bring it in, the ones that are on those meds. Now, if it gets 90 degrees inside of the housing unit, like I said, there's certain protocols that they get, man. They get to like fucking take a shower. They get, right, because we care. There's policies, there's procedures. They have to get, it's a desert. And it hits like the third fucking, I'm trying to remember the name. I'm seriously blocking the fucking that shit out of my head. Because I was in San Diego. That shit had went away. Like it wasn't hitting 113 in San Diego. Trust me. And then the third one is the nurses go around and bring heat. Fuck, I want to say heat pathology, but it's not that. Bring around ice for the inmates and do their checks, right? Make sure they're not dead or burnt up. So those were the heats. But again, a mandatory yard. You would see these sureños, you would see these blacks, you would see the whites, the others freaking playing basketball. And I can't remember if they were in their boxers, but they would just be wearing shorts. But it would be freaking hot, man. You got these dudes doing burpees. You got got these dudes doing pull-ups and hot. I'm telling you, man, when I say hot, listen to what I'm telling you. If the temperature is 117 degrees outside, how hot do you think that asphalt on the blacktop on the basketball basketball court is radiating up. You can see it. It's like, right? Motherfuckers be looking like bacon out there. The pull-up bars. If the temperature is 117, how hot do you think the fucking pull-up bars are? The dip bars. I mean, they're made out of whatever they're made out of. Steel, iron, metal. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's why they be wearing those gloves. They be having like gloves like, not construction type gloves. Not weightlifting type gloves. It's like in between a weightlifting glove and a construction glove. Oh, man. Right. So there we are, fucking staying hydrated. And depending on what yard you worked on, it can get extremely bad. Let's say the yards that face the sun coming up. You got that sun hitting you up against that wall. CEOs like to post up against the wall. And chew sunflower seeds. And tell jokes. And talk about their partners. It's kind of funny. But, fuck, man. I remember one time I almost passed out. I had already got acclimated to the San Diego weather. Your boy was not used to that heat anymore. I did a double in the summertime, and I was fucking drank like 2 Monsters, which was all bad. I worked Delta Yard in the morning, had that sun hitting me, second watch, and then I did my third watch swap on Alpha Yard, had the sun hitting me. Oh, man, I started getting dizzy, like tunnel vision, like I was about to pass out, faint. You see people throwing up all the time, just like, bleh. That happened to me once. I told the sergeant, like, hey, I'm about to pass out. I'm like, fuck, hey, I don't know what's happening right now, Sarge. And he's like, hey, go to the fucking chapel and chug some water. He's a good sergeant, too. Probably remembers that. Went in there and just, like, fucking crashed. Like, just crashed. Not crashed, just, like, fucking, oof. Right, that sun kicked my ass. Now, what about incident sector? Do these inmates be taking it easy when it's summertime? Oh, fuck no. Anybody that's ever worked in a desert prison or in general can tell you that when it gets hot, that violence fucking magnifies by 5, by 10, times 10. And that's something that nobody told me that I just always observed normally. Like after my 4th year in the prison, 5th year, I'm like, hey, it's summertime. Like these fools be going wild with it, right? Your anger issues, your frustration, you're irritated, you're irritable, you got fucking weapons you ain't supposed to be having, drugs, people running up debt. Hey, man. Dude, handball courts, 2-on-1 stabbings, attempted murders on the basketball court or on the handball court in the summertime. Us pepper spraying them. Are you guys listening to what the fuck I'm telling you? It is 117 outside. Let's say you're an inmate, right? A victim. It's 117. It's already hot. Now you got dudes sticking pieces of steel in your body. Boom, boom, boom. This goes for Calipatria. This goes for Ironwood and Chuckwalla too. They're all right there. Boom. Motherfucker sticking you. Now we're coming over here. We're hitting you with a baton. Get down, get down, get down. Boom, boom. No, of course these dudes didn't get down. Pepper spraying them. That's the thing about California prisons, man. Like I said, they move different. These dudes are not going to get down. They're not going to get down until they are ready. Until they're ready. Until they feel that their job is complete. Pepper spraying them. So now you're an inmate in the summer. You got holes in you. You got pepper spray that burns. Fucking pepper spray on a beautiful day sucks bad. Imagine the horrible day. Oh, no. Right? And then guess what? We tell you to get the fuck down. Get the fuck down. Get down. Get down. Get the fuck down. And now your ass is proned out in the fucking dirt or the fucking handball court in 120. I already told you. If the temperature is 117, you can just imagine what the fucking floor is like. Oh, no. And these dudes back then, I don't know about now. They make them different now. These dudes would fucking take it like G's, like gangsters. You could tell they were hurting. You could tell it sucked, but they didn't fucking complain. I'll tell you that much. They just sucked it like, hey, they put on their tough look. fuck it. Work tricked me. Like, hey, these motherfuckers are fuck it. Like, let's all fucking do this, right? It's hot as fuck. We're all, everybody's sucking. It sucks. Bad. Even if you're a non-participant inmate and you're in the surrounding area, your ass is going to take a seat. Prone out, depending on how close you are, depending on how the sergeant's feeling, depending on how the officers are feeling. Hey, you, prone out, prone out. We don't know who's involved. Oh, fuck, proning out. I told you about the guy in Iraq that fucking proned out. We used him as a fucking rug. Mary, try to kill Americans. I don't give a fuck. Try to kill Americans. That's bad. It's not good. Don't try to kill Americans. And, what else, Hector? What else? I'm going to tell you guys something. So I was new, right? 4 years in, 5 years in, and you start hearing these rumors. Not really rumors because they really happened. It's just like you hear talk. People talk often. It's Charlie Yard. It was like a fucking staff assault that happened. Staff assaults were frequent. Like I said, man, it was a different world. It was on and cracking. It was blue versus green when they weren't going home. When they didn't have hope. And the CERT team. I was not on the CERT team. I didn't get on the CERT team till I hit Donovan, until I had 10 years in the department. There was some type of rumor that on Charlie Yard, after the staff assault, right, they're going to go on lockdown. This is when they had lockdowns. This is when they actually had lockdowns. They don't have no more lockdowns, just in case you guys didn't know. They don't have lockdowns. Trust me. You can beat up a cop in breakfast time, and by breakfast, 30 minutes later, you'll be walking back to the building. All good. Easy peasy, Japanesey. There was a saying that they were doing on the lockdown searches, right? You got to search every building. Charlie 1, Charlie 2, Charlie 3, 4, and 5. You guys want to beat up cops? We're going to lock you down. We're going to search all your pads. Well, the CERT team showed up. I don't know if it was a goon squad or the CERT team. The CERT team keeps standing out in my mind. They freaking got these dudes. Allegedly. Like I said, I wasn't there. I didn't read no types of reports. I was new. When you're new, you don't know who's who, what's what. That they pulled out these inmates from Charlie Yard that were like acting tough with it. Again, I don't know the details. I'm just telling you what was relayed to me from hearsay, I guess, allegedly. And that they left them in the van, like a CERT van or a state van without the AC on. You know how fucking hot that... People die like that. Dogs die like that. You can't leave a dog in the car. You can't leave a kid in the car, right? I'm just telling you what was relayed to me, man. Like, back then, it didn't matter to me which any other way. Back then, because I was new, it's like I don't have a say in any matter. I'm like, well, did it happen or did it not happen? I don't know. I wasn't there. Yeah, man. Apparently that became like kind of a big deal. Apparently people got in trouble over it. Apparently there was somebody that blew the whistle, came out on the news. He was a lieutenant. And I remember that the news show, because they silhouetted his face. You know, they put the black you can't see. But he had a boonie cap, and he always wore that boonie cap at work. So it's kind of like you knew who it was. Plus, people start talking like, oh, there's that guy right there. There's that guy. They started calling him a rat, right? Started calling him a rat. Oh, you rat. This and that. Like I said, he was a lieutenant. He ended up getting an emergency transfer to Sacramento headquarters because of some other stuff that went down. But I told you guys I would talk about the weather, right? You guys know that have been down there. It gets fucking hot. Oh, man. You guys want to know how bad it gets? You guys want to do an experiment? Put on a jacket. Put on your snow pants. Turn on the fucking oven and go in there for fucking 8 hours. Right? You want to know what it's like to be in the blue side? Get a kitchen knife and stab yourself a couple times. Turn on the oven. Get some chili pepper, rub it in your eyeballs. Make sure you get it in there real good, right? Have your wife hit you with a fucking broom. Here we go, right? Oh, fuck. It's fucking bad. I used to tell a joke when I got to Donovan. I used to tell a joke. The joke was like, because man, I'm telling you, I will never take away from the OGs that were at Donovan back in the day, 4-yard reception. We heard all the stories, the war stories. But let me tell you, if you guys were there at a certain time, it changed so drastically, man. Became like ridiculous with it. I used to tell these COs, like, man, this fucking place bullshit, man. I remember when I was fighting inmates in 100-degree weather in the basketball courts at Centinela. But the way I used to say it was, I remember I used to fight 100 inmates in 120-degree weather on the basketball courts. Man, this ain't shit. That was my joke. I used to say it every single time. They can always tell you. Yeah. For the record, I never really did fight 100 fucking inmates on the basketball court. It was just something that I used to say. Now, Calipat, they were doing that shit every day. Facts, they were doing that every day. The message for today is for me, for you guys, for me. I used to complain, man. I used to complain about the hot. Then I got sent to Germany, so I'm fucking negative 20 degrees. I used to complain about the cold. Then I got sent to Iraq, 145 degrees. Hey, you best bet your boy doesn't complain now, right? I did get some solar panels. I am kind of more delicate with it now. But I don't complain. I just endure that bitch, right? With that, sometimes, like, people don't like to hear motherfuckers complain. I'll tell you that much. And I think enduring a lot of things, like, I mean, we're all experiencing. The motherfucker right next to you is experiencing the same exact type of weather that you are. He's about fucking 18 inches away from you. G. So, yeah. Careful what you wish for. You just might get it. Keep pushing forward.